Welcome everyone to the program In the Beginning. I am Father Linh. Today we celebrate the 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year B. Our Gospel passage is from St. Mark, chapter 9, from verse 30 to 37. The Son of Man is to be handed over to men, and they will kill him. Jesus Christ constantly used the title, the Son of Man. If he had chosen, he might always have spoken of himself as the Son of God, the everlasting Father, the wonderful, the great I am, the Counselor, King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, the Alpha and the Omega, the Lord of Lords, High and Holy One. But Jesus didn't use them. Instead, he called himself the Son of Man. The title, the Son of Man, appears 82 times in the New Testament, 81 of which are in the Gospels, 80 of which are directly from the lips of Jesus. Why was this title so important to Jesus? Perhaps we can perceive its importance by words of a good theologian. He said, Jesus Christ had a twofold personality. He was Son of God, revealing what God is, and Son of Man, revealing what man is. Man had lost his heavenly origin and destiny after the original sin. That was why Jesus said, the Son of Man has come to seek and save the lost. But the Jews at Jesus' time could not see this concept through. The title, the Son of Man, was also used in the Old Testament. It was understood as a symbol of triumph, the conqueror, the equalizer, the right arm of the high and holy, the king who rolled down from the heavens in a fiery chariot of vengeance and anger toward those who have oppressed God's holy people. For that reason, when Jesus spoke of the Son of Man in terms of power, the people cheered. When he spoke of a new world where the Son of Man would sit on his glorious throne, the people understood. When he spoke of the Son of Man who would come on the clouds of heaven with great power and authority, the people could envision the scene. When he spoke of the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power, everyone could imagine the picture. But in today's Gospel, when Jesus said, the Son of Man is to be handed over to men, and they will kill him, the people stood in silence. They were confused and thrown off the track from their former thoughts. Come on, this didn't fit the image. It's not what they expected at all. Put yourself in their place. You have been oppressed by the Roman government for years. Since your youth, you have been taught that the Son of Man would deliver you to liberty. Now he is here. Jesus calls himself the Son of Man. He proves he is the Son of Man. He can raise the dead and calm a storm. The crowd of followers are growing. You are excited, so am I. Finally, the children of Abraham will be set free. But what is this? He's saying the Son of Man is to be handed over to men and they will kill him. Wait a minute. That's an impossible, incredible contradiction of terms. No wonder the followers did not understand the saying, and they were afraid to question Jesus. How would the Son of Man be betrayed? The King, the Conqueror, killed? If today we sense the irony of Jesus wearing the title, the Son of Man, we can also sense the irony of the cross on which he was crucified later. The disciples of Jesus were totally confused, and so are we. Only later, after the resurrection, did Jesus' disciples begin to see that there is no real conflict between suffering and glory. That the cross was a highway leading to an empty tomb, and the crown of thorns overshadowed a crown of glory. That is a reason for us to stand still, to look at and to ponder over the mystery of the cross of Jesus. And we are sure of one thing, that God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him must not perish, but might have eternal life. The Son of God became the Son of Man, that he might change the sons of men into sons of God. The Son of Man wears a celestial crown, but bears a heart of an earthly father. The King who suffers for the peasant, the Master who sacrifices himself for the servant. He is the Son of Man who came to serve and to give his life as a ransom for you, for me, and for many. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my video and visit my website at fatherlin.com. May God bless you.